Hey, hey, and again, hey. This is Gabriel and Icon of the Charity Medical Foundation and International Care Incorporated. It is actually kind of late at this moment, but because I'm working for God, I have to devote my time to make sure that I deliver the message. Okay, I have a very busy schedule, but when it comes time to work for God, I have to put everything aside and work for Him. Today, the topic of my presentation will be the power of believing. The power of believing. Believing on the unknown. The power of believing on the unknown. Without going further, I would like to say uh, good morning, guten Tag, hello, bonjour, bonsoir, good evening, good morning. Este Gabriel Decon of the Charity Medical Foundation. Buongiorno. And I would like to say peace and shalom and salam to all my friends. I have a very important message I would like to share with the entire universe. And I want people, the Holy Spirit gonna do the rest, and I just want people to assure that and guarantee that they follow up. My presentation will be a little bit shorter today, about an hour, and that's it. And then I will it's just an introduction of something more bigger. As I mentioned before, we are all created, or we were all created in different fashion, different way. We have different characteristics within us that make us serve the globe, serve humanity, serve the world with different skills and different talent. And today, last time I've been talking about different talent. Follow your talent and not your dream. Follow your talent and you'll find your way. What I mean by talent, talent is God gifted talent, God gifted potential. You have those potential that lay within you, that actually sleep deep in your true self, and you have to focus to find those characteristics and use it for the benefit of the universe. And that requires belief. Life challenges and difficulties must exist in order for us to discover those potential. Believing on the unknown. I'm talking to you because I have been there. I've experienced it. I don't want to talk like anybody else. I mean other people. I have experienced it and I'm still experiencing it. But there's no way people gonna say that if you know don't give up, you will not be able to reach the level in which you can actually excel and succeed. I am talking to you today not because I understand the supernatural world, but because I start finding those skills that are dormant within me, that I believe it can be a potential to serve humanity, to glorify the supreme architect of the universe, which is El Yahweh. I know certain people know me I know that certain people actually believe they know me better than myself. Those storytellers and those defamators and smoking mirrors speakers and tell fairy tales and stuff. I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion, but remember, I am connected now to the universal satellite. I'm not talking about the global satellite. The global satellite is a satellite. Let me clear my throat here. The global satellite is a satellite that is used by us, our scientific ideology that made us actually look what we do here on Earth. But I am connected now to the global, to the universal. It means I can see anything, not only on Earth but also in the entire universe. I will explain that to you shortly. There is a different form of teaching that must be put in place based on the evolution of time. And God is touching people to make sure that that kind of teaching is getting implemented. And pastors and priests and rabbi and imam need to start following that kind of trend, because the world is moving, and Lucifer is using different tactic and technique now. Lucifer is advancing his approaches and technology, and God is doing the same. I can say in reverse. God have already planned that. So Lucifer is trying to catch up. Instead of saying that God is doing the same, God don't imitate him. He imitated God. He's a copyist. Okay? So, to be very honest into my illustration and elaboration that I mentioned earlier, when you were created, your inner soul, your inner soul was made, came from heaven. In the beginning, initially, you are a citizen of heaven there before you come here on earth. So your name is written in the book of life there. So when you come on earth, you start getting involved with the challenges and difficulties that were created in place by Lucifer, and you start doing your own thing. Your name start defeating in the book of life. I saw it. Nobody erased it. Pretty much we are erasing our name out of there indirectly. That's based on our actions here on earth. And when that name is completely erased, the Holy Spirit get notice, and they get notice that they lost someone already. So, and that's how it goes. Sometime, and then when your name is getting erased in the book of life, then in heaven, your name might be getting written in the book of eternal fire in hell. Sometimes your name is not written in either both of them. It means that at the point you are in neutrality, and you really need to be safe in order for you to not go down, go up. So that's why it's important to do the right thing on earth. It's important to speak the truth. It's important to promote tolerance between people. We are all brother and sister in that term. What differentiates us is nothing other than the phenotype of which is the demonstration of our genotype, like within. Genotype is just phenotype is just an expression of our genotype within. That's why it's a phenotype. So when you see someone is a lighter color, is a white or a black, it's just a demonstration. But we are all, what differentiates us genome wide is only 1%. The differentiation between our genome is 1%. Either you're black or white, it doesn't matter. But there's something that God put on us that is called our God giving inner potential, our characteristic, astral characteristic, celestial characteristic, divine characteristic, which is actually our true self. What you guys call soul, it is called soul, is within there, and is actually linked to our humanistic body. So if you study science, they're going to tell you there's a correlation between those two things, between our gene and our spiritual component that live within our flesh. It's dormant there, it's there, but it is actually blocked to function. But you can reach that level if you sacrifice and start doing the right thing, and may God, who control the universe, can ignite that body that live within your flesh to start function. Therefore, you're gonna start seeing stuff that other people don't see. Do not be flattered by the benefit that you have in this earth because of what you have. Do not also be flattered that because you have difficulties, maybe God gonna love you more. There's such a correlation, relationship that you're gonna go or you will not go to heaven or hell. We are all sinners. There are no one here who can say they never sin. We all sin. We all think bad about someone. That's sin. As God's concern, is sin. You think bad about someone, you're sinning. You're jealousing someone, you're sinning. You don't want to see someone, you are sinning. We're communicating with the supernatural world, not only with what you're saying, but also with our thought. But the devil cannot read your thought. They can only read what you say and use it. But they try to read your thought, they will not have the full picture. Let's start now, my dear friend. So this is the point. We have to make sure that we have more understanding of creation. I spoke to you last time about today it will be about clearing my throat because I catch up a flu from one of the toxins that was put in my food. So, but I think I'm fine, right? It's all fine. I'm talking to you today because I was granted permission to visit heaven at any time, and sometimes it's not even my choice. Sometimes my spiritual body end up there at any moment. So you You have a your physical body, and you have the energy that surrounds you. That energy is called your aura. That energy is composed of your positive and negative influences. And the stage start from your physical body, your astral body, your mental body, and then your spiritual body. Like I said last time, your physical body have 12 components in which you can receive blessing and care from the world above. When the Holy Spirit wanted to care you, want to do something you or bless you, they touch those 12 points of your physical body. It's a etheric body. If you watch the movie, see how Jesus Christ was blessing, caring people. He was touching those specific points. All right. Now, you move up to your astral body. Your astral body is linked to your astral chart, where you have all your blessing. And there are 7 vital centers which are receivers, because those you connect to that astral chart from the current vibration of the cosmic force. And that's how you receive all your blessings. So all those vital centers must be in place, must not be spiritually disturbed, in order for you to receive those blessings in the right way. And then when you receive it, either in love, either in financing, either in job, either prosperity, either in your professional life, either in kid, it comes from those vital centers, your astral body. And that is how Lucifer is attacking. When Lucifer starts attacking your astral body, or either one of the body, your aura are going to get disturbed, and you're going to start feeling some difficulties and challenges. It's because they are all interconnected to your physical body, and your physical body is what is actually living on earth. Therefore, everything that will happen in your astral body, your physical body, astral body, mental body, and spiritual body can possibly be manifested here on earth. That's how it works, because they are all connected to your body. So if you get cure from your physical body using those 12 entrances, you'll be noticed, like Jesus Christ have done, like many other people who cure in the name of Jesus are doing. Your blessing, when you get a job, you get a promotion, all of that don't come only from you. It is controlled by the universe. It is one in the universe, in the invisible world, before it can get manifested here in the physical world. And then now you have your mental body. Your mental body is the body that link you to your spiritual body. Your thought, your psyches are linked to your mental, and that's how you link yourself to the spiritual body. And your spiritual bodies actually belong to God, so it's belong to that world, to heaven. So you can, if you have access, if God give you that access to your mental body, your thought, at any moment they can get you there at any moment. And that means that you can be there, your spiritual body can be over there, but you physically here, people can see you here, but your thought is actually over there, even if you have consciousness that of what you're doing physically. Yeah, he created this machine, so he knows how to use it. Humanistic machine. So I would like, because I was told to inform the world about it. In the beginning, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was dreaming or something, or inventing my own thoughts. To be really truthful with you, but I realized that that's not true. The Holy Spirit asked me one question: have you had this before in your entire life? I said no. So why are you wondering now? Something is changing within you. So something is happening. And it didn't last long. I started receiving letters from major mystic friends, those who have studied occult, those who travel in the supernatural world, telling me exactly, confirming that I never talked to those people. I don't even know them. I realized that I was given an entrance, and then I'm part of many, one of the biggest committee over there. Then like I said last time, I was introduced to to Angel Michael and Angel Gabriel there. Those are the two powerful angels there. My friend, is a different word. They have a universal satellite. Actually, they sees everything. The technology is very advanced too. But the point is this. The point is, you have to believe. You don't have to have the money. You don't have to be poor to say God gonna love you more. The combination of certain things must happen in order for you to have that kind of blessing. It happened, I believe, during my birth. Something happened, a phenomenon occurred in the universe that determined who I am today, that determined the difficulty I'm facing. The challenges that the person can have is not understanding who he is or who she is, till the person start facing challenges and that's the way God gonna bring you into that. If you don't face challenges, if you don't face difficulties, it will be difficult for you to find yourself and to understand who you are, to comprehend who you are. It will be very challenging for you to comprehend who you are, to understand who you are. So it's very crucial to face challenges, to face difficulties, to face adversity, to believe on the unknown. You have to believe on the unknown. And when you believe on the unknown, you don't ask God, I want to see you now. I never ever imagine what is happening to me. The honor you gonna get. You don't have to believe, you don't have to suffer. Lucifer will come after you. The manifestation will happen within people, within the surrounding, within community. That is Luciferic work. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but it is the way of learning. If you don't make any mistake, you will never gonna be able to learn. So you have to make mistake in order for you to be able to learn. The same thing when you want to solve an equation. If you don't start moving variable around, you will never gonna find out how to get into the solution or solutions, depending on the solvability, the structure of the equation of the problem. It's pretty much the way it is. So I would like you to know that you have to believe that there is a creator that controls everything. People who believe that they control me. Now, God said to me, you asked, there you will be shown the truth. I'm not saying that I'm going over there, they're gonna show me how people sleep. They don't do stuff like that. I don't want people to start thinking, he's going over there, he's violating people's privacy. Well, you guys are violating my privacy too, reading my letters and all this stuff. What they can do is to show me exactly the conspiracy that is hiding, to do something bad on me, pretty much. All right, that's pretty much what they showed me, and I can ask them specific questions and tell me they're gonna answer to me. So I am inviting all the pastor and priests. I'm inviting all the intellectual, all the spiritual leader, all the astrologers, all the leaders who wanted to know what I do know, to invite me, to talk to me. I'll be proud to do that. That's the only thing I can do. That's how I was instructed. If you believe that I don't look like somebody who can have that kind of potential, that's fine. Maybe in 100 years you'll meet me there, you find out. What you was talking about is true. So the point is, if you're gonna get there too, that's another challenge you have to meet. My situation happened for a reason. I do believe that if I haven't went through those challenges, I should have not reached this spiritual level. What I have cannot be bought by money. But my path is not a path of professional ministry, because ministry is what I'm doing right now. Because people have to know that ministry is a form of teaching the good news, is informing people about the gospel, evangelizing people in ministry. My profession will be more based on public service, in which I'll be using God vision to do my work based on what will be given to me, or already gave to me, giving to me over there. It takes time for that to be manifested here on earth. It will take time. It might happen tomorrow, it might happen after tomorrow, or a year from now, or a month from now, or whatever. But it will happen. It will happen. So you just have to believe in it. You have to believe in that. You have to believe, my friend. You have to believe. Um, uh, it is very important to see your challenges, your difficulties as opportunity to excel. You see your challenges as opportunity to excel. Your challenges are there for you to discover the unknown that you should have not discovered if you were living, drinking wine, sleeping in a good bed, having seven. God will raise you. I promise you that. I'm telling you, man, you humble yourself before being glorified. You will be glorified. If you glorify yourself before being humble, you will not be humble. You will not be glorified. If you glorify yourself before being humble, you will not be glorified. You don't dictate God or what to do. Yes, certainly he was born with some characteristic. He have that blessing within him. He lie within him. People that went to school to study the supernatural word, they are asking for my prayer from the distance. Something that I have never imagined. People who have a PhD in the occult word, supernatural word, they ask for my prayer. You know the reason why? Because when you reach a certain level of spirituality, you start praying, your prayer start illuminating in a degree that it will cover everyone that goes on in that world. And they're going to start asking questions. Who is this guy? To angel. Who is this guy? To people over there. They all tell them, this is the guy. He live over there. He live over there. And they get your addresses. You never give it to them because they got it over there. The angel, they know where you live. They know where you live. Any corner. Alright? Do not think that they don't know where you live. You start doing like Adam and Eve, start trying to hide. You want to hide and hide. You want to hide the universal satellite tracking story. How do that be possible? I didn't want to say this to folks, but I was instructed to say that. I want people to truly, I hope that they do believe in what I'm saying. I hope that people come to me and ask me questions. I will be poised to answer the questions. At this moment, I met all the kind of people. Jesus Christ himself, I met him every single time now. And I met all those angels over there. I'm part of the society. Those letters are there. You can come and read it from people who got informed by those angels. People who are using angelic power, who are using the Holy Spirit. They will tell you. They'll tell you. God put you in a situation because He wants you. He loves what you have, what He gave you as a gift. It is something very important, precious for him to lose. Imagine you engineer a machine that you put all your time on it, and you put the potential on that machine, and then you put that machine in the market, and suddenly that machine is not using its potential. You tell me how you're gonna feel. That's the same way God feel about all of us. And there are certain characteristics that are very, very, very crucial. That he can pass it. He have to use it. So he gonna choose a path in which he believe you're gonna learn from it and discover, which most of the time are difficulties, extreme difficulty, extreme difficulties, challenges, and suffering. And you have to be able to accept it and lead it. I have the portfolio of all any human being I want. I just ask. They don't go your personal life. They do what I call profile. They know who's this person. Is a good person. Did like this. Is like, all right. Because that's what I need. I don't want to know what you eat or what you do, or how many women you sleep with. That's not my business. Or how many men you sleep with. That's not my business. It's between you and God. But the point is this: for people to continue to harass me, I'm asking the entire universe, the entire world, to go and look my CV, my profile. Why do people run from me? I have 167 on the grad credit that I did in a combination of all higher classes that you can imagine, from completion of physics, chemistry, languages, English, and mathematics, and all kind difficult courses here in the state. You're talking about more than 70 credit hours through my master, which I pretty much completed up to the PhD in that major. You're talking about another 71 plus. I mean, these guys. So, what is the problem of people trying to give an opportunity? Maybe that's why God is looking at it and say, hey, if people are rejecting you here on earth, we don't reject you on heaven. Actually, it was not time, but it lived to it. That's the most precious honor you can ever have. I don't care how many places you went, Oscar winning, Grammy winning, music award winning, presidential salutation, whatever. If you know that 50, 100 years from now, you don't know you're going to go there in heaven, forget about it. Everything you have is in vain. It's the best honor you can have. It's the best honor you can have. We don't have nothing here on earth, my friend. I mean, I'm talking about compared to over there. You know? And people are going to say, well, okay, this guy, what do you have? He doesn't have, he having, he doesn't have he doesn't drive a Ferrari, or he doesn't drive a Bugatti or something. Or he doesn't, he's not maybe a millionaire. So what is he talking about? Nah, that's not how God functions, my friend. Go there and ask God, what about this guy? I never knew him. He's very popular in Earth. I don't know about him. And then he showed me somebody sleeping on the street. Instead, I don't know about this man. So don't get confused between your wealth and and buying God love, because you never gonna buy God love. It's about your action. You have to glorify God first. Everything you do. If you don't glorify God from your inner heart, not from what you're saying, from your heart, it means that when you go into that podium, you know that God is the one that's supposed to have that prophet, not you. Right there, you have 1 point in heaven. I'm giving you a secret here for people who saying that I'm talking verbiage. Those verbiage are letting me go in heaven. At this point, I can actually decide to access heaven at this point and tell you exactly what I'm seeing there and what I'm doing. I'll ask the permission to make sure that it is, I can do that. But I'm kind of busy at this point. I want to be focused on finishing this. Yeah, people will say, well, you don't know this guy like this. Let me say, your potential that you have most of the time will not present himself in an early age. It will present itself when in nurture, in time, when you're ready. What I have right now, I was even told that it's not even the full package. So it will be greater and greater. I hope that I'm not walking out there, the angel come and grab me like they did to Elijah. That would be very scary. So I hope it doesn't end up that way. But it will not end up that way. The point is this, is that there's a mission. Like person like Billy Graham, Dr. Billy Graham, that kind of mission, serving people like that around the world and speaking the word and in a way of believing on the unknown. You believe on the unknown that you don't see. You wake up in the morning, you don't know what's gonna happen. You wake up, you don't see how your bank will have that money to pay your bill. You wake up in the morning, you have a disease that even with $1 billion you can cure it. You wake up in the morning, you're in a situation in which you cannot solve yourself. You have done everything in your power, but you can't solve it. You do everything, the situation don't want to go away. You say to folks, I have money, I can solve this problem. The situation stay, I'm not going nowhere. You say, I have the position, the power, I can get it done. The situation is saying, I'm not going nowhere. You say, I have the people that can fight for me. The situation say, I'm not going nowhere. You say, I have control of people. The situation is saying, I'm not going nowhere. You say, I have the technology to control everyone. The situation say, I'm not going nowhere. And then you go back and sit down like Ramsey say that maybe there's somebody who's powerful than me. The God of Moses might be the true God. I have tried every single possible thing, but I could not get into that man. Maybe his God is probably the true one. So I'm aggressive to folks out there who believe that because of their position, because of the money, because of the technology, because of what they believe they have control of everything. Do not pronounce the name of God if you never face challenges and difficulties and stay like that. That somebody really asks you when your heart is burning, do you really love God? The answer that you're going to have at that moment is going to determine how you will become wise. I'm assuming your answer will be outrageous. I don't believe that God exists. You don't sit out there, you have somebody serving you, you have people bring you champagne and caviar, and then you go, everybody's applauding you. God is the forgotten God. God is forgotten in our society today. The person who give you a second to live, I go to heaven and see people who pass away on earth, and I see how they come, people who have managed to come in heaven, and I see people who are going in hell burning, and I see those who are going in heaven. I am an observer when I'm there. They have to meet Jesus Christ before they can go through. Doesn't matter what was your rank in earth. Doesn't matter. You're gonna line up. Doesn't really matter. Pretty much, you're gonna feel very pity anyway. Before you reach that level, it's a very, very, very long travel. I was this in heaven. What? Heaven? I was this in hell, on earth. Okay. And then when you start traveling and going up and up, and you see how earth is becoming small and small, and then in the distance you can only see earth like a dot. You start realizing how insignificant you really are. And then the angel is asking you again, who you say you was? Who you say you was again on earth? Just as a joke. I'm pretty sure you're gonna say, oh, please, let's move on. I'm not saying that what we're doing here is not important, but I just saw people say there's a reality on earth. Like, earth is controlled by the cosmic influence of the universe. Before anything is manifested here on earth, is the battle is happening on the invisible world. Things just don't happen by mistake, that people think it happened by mistake. No, there's a battle in the invisible world, and that battle is got manifested here. The evil fight against the good, and depending on how people build up their faith, that's how the result gonna be. So it is important to build up our faith. The faith gonna build a certain character, believing on the unknown, that will raise you up into glory with God. If you look, God have seen many animalistic persona from when He created Adam to now. We are the reason of all the problems that is happening in this universe. Our creation. When God decided that He wanted to create, He wanted to go on now with the humankind creation. That's where all the problems started, in heaven. So if God have not say He want to create human, everything should have been fine. So we are in the middle of something that maybe our project has been the reason of this eternal battle. And everything changed in God's plan. He revised all everything around in a matter of seconds. God have seen many kind of characteristics. The people that He created. Is that very funny, my friend? So you're gonna come and tell me He have never went to any theology school. He have never. No, I don't have to. Jesus didn't have to, because you are connected to the truth. What else you need? It is a gift. You just have to use it well. I am connected to the truth, my friend. I'm not saying that I can make mistakes. Sometimes I get upset and worried about what I see that is actually not correct. And when something is not correct, I am sensitive to it. And sometimes I have to respond to it accordingly. Very important, my friend. Fellow friend. I have people saying, well, yeah, go back where you from. I mean, go back. I'm from heaven. Then I'm from heaven. I go back there. What about that? And I'll meet you when you get there. I think there are people here who think that what I'm saying is a joke. It's not a joke. I have plenty of letters of people that I never met before, who are doctors, PhD in occult science, people who can travel in all the world. They know me. I don't know who they are. But I know them now because they are my friend now. I'm not talking about I'm talking about people with a certain age. Conclude the word. I can be a blessing for a president. I can be a blessing for a secretary. I can be a blessing for somebody on the street. Because my prayer goes. My problem are my problems. But your problem is not my problem. But my prayer can make you better. Because your problem are different from mine. the bigger your outcome will be, the bigger your problem will be. Because Lucifer will come into you in a very heavy fashion. He come into you in a very heavy fashion. He want you to be intimidated and to not get what you're supposed to get, and that's what he does. And he come after you. He come after you. He want you to be to lose track and forget about God. And say I'm a millionaire. I am uh, important. You're on earth when the gate of heaven cannot even open doors when you show up. You are neglecting something. And I do believe, yes, people are they are neglecting this. There's a mistake. It is an error. Today you believe that we believe in Jesus Christ today, like it was so simple for people to believe in Jesus Christ. Let me remind you something. The same doubt that we have today on certain people, the same doubt that we have today on certain people because of the social economic status, is the same doubt that people have for Jesus Christ when he was young, alive. Yeah. Do not believe that because you're gonna say why those people didn't see it. No. Ask a question to yourself: why you don't believe in stuff that you see now? It's the same kind of society. It was different era, different technology, but people wake up in the morning, go to work, come back, sleep, have their baby, they have their family. There was a government system. It was the same kind of structure. There are many signs today that people don't want to follow. They're waiting for something, like people were waiting before somebody come from the sky. But that's not how God functions. God can come to you in the form of a beggar in the street. He can meet you as a simple person. He can come on people, work on people like he's doing right now, using people to pass his message. That's what it is. And I want people to believe. You not face a difficulty, face a challenges and say it's over for me. Then I heard people saying I've been in a big trouble. I have been in a very big trouble. Oh, I've been to challenges too. Well, I, I my life has been up and down, and thank you to God, I survive. I have some other people are talking about gold tooth and stuff like that. You believe that God really need that to put the gold tooth in your tooth? God have there's a pharmacy over there of all human organs. including tooth, natural tooth. You think you need uh, a gold tooth? You tell me in the Bible where you say that Jesus Christ healed a person with artificial organs. You have to really look again where that tooth come from. It might be coming from Lucifer himself. God don't need that. He can say, I replace that with the normal tooth. He can even touch it from your spiritual or your etheric body, and it's here. The Holy Spirit don't just come and play with you. When the Holy Spirit comes, is to do something. When he touches you, you already heard. Oh, my friend, you have to believe in order for you to receive. You believe, you will receive. You don't believe, you will not receive. You have to be able to believe on the unknown, as something that you can see, as something that you can feel, as something that you can call for years. You can call for 5 years, you can call for 10 years, you can call for 15 years, and that thing never show up. But you still believe. You don't stay in the situation for 3 years and start saying, I'm doomed, I'm blocked, I am blocked, I am blocked in this place, I'm blocked in this, my life will never gonna change. Nothing is impossible if you believe in God. I have people saying it's the end of all, it's the end. Nothing will never change. With that man will have power over there. That's the dream. You're just dreaming. You don't know who's God. God can change a situation in 1 second. Everything that you have seen go down in a matter of second. Do not look at a situation and say this is impossible. You tell me a man here who have created a human. If you can answer that question, therefore I believe that you're right to say that they are impossible things. It is impossible because us as human, but not with God. We cannot create a human being, so it's impossible for us, but not to him. Of course, you're alive. It means that it is true. You're there, you can see other people. I'm seeing people saying it's a dream, it will never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. You tell me a man, you tell me a scientist who created a man like you, with a soul, with a spirit. Maybe it's impossible in our eyes, but not in God, in God's eyes. I'm saying people sitting as long as I'm here, as long as I'm here, as long as I'm here. And the next day you don't wake up. You're gonna go on the other side and say, as long as I was there, as long as I was there. And they're gonna be like, move on, man. There's a sentence waiting for you over there. We don't have time for this. And they say, your decision. And then your head stop blinking. You don't know if you're gonna go to hell or you're gonna go to 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 heaven or something. Start panicking. What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? And I'm descending. You descending. It's life. Believe me, my friend. God, that word exists. It's a different dimension. Yes, certain that Jesus have a body that have an immortal flesh and an eternal spirit, but it does exist. But I do believe I have a mission still here and a lot of year to live to fulfill God's glory before I can return to my original citizenship. I'm not talking about my birth citizenship or my actual citizenship. No, I'm talking about original citizenship. You see, Lucifer was a citizen of heaven at the time, but his citizenship was cancelled. And he won that to happen to you too. That's the point. That's the point of the battle, my friend. Lucifer wants you to have the same judgment he had. He wants you to go down. Everything that he does is about that. What are you waiting for? Kill yourself. What are you waiting for? Kill him. What are you waiting for? Hurt him. What are you waiting for? Poison him. What are you waiting for? You are stronger than him. You're smarter than him. You're wealthy than him. You believe that that comes from God? If you believe that way, you have to reverse again. That you're not talking to God. Or you're not talking to an angel of God. I wanted to say something to you. When you start having those kind of thoughts, just stop thinking about Jesus, pronouncing Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You're going to see what's going to happen. That thought going to go away in a matter of seconds. Just when you start hating someone, start saying Jesus in your heart. Just repeatedly. You see how that hate is going to go away. Because when you pronounce that name, even in your thought, it eliminate and overtake the negative energy that is surrounding your mental body, your mental thought. It's not about being better. It's about you have a merit of something. God didn't put Jesus Christ there because he was the first creation, but he put him there because he was able to come on earth and do a very dangerous and very painful mission. I'm pretty sure that there are many people over there in heaven who are saying that I'm so glad that I was not the one they chose. I'm pretty sure that there are many people there. I mean, the angel, like, man, I'm so glad that it was not me. Because it was a very, very dangerous and very painful decision. That you know exactly what's going to happen. They're going to nail you, they're going to put in big nails and going to beat you. I mean, you very, very, very difficult. So you have to be able to carry the cross and still believe that the situation will change. Something good will happen. The true weapon is a weapon of perseverance, is a weapon of reluctance, being tenacious, stay still, to never give up. You receive the blessing from above. The only way you're never gonna get there is if you give up. But if you don't give up, you will get there accordingly. The path will not be easy. It will not be like a chocolate, but it will be. It will happen. Maybe it will take certain generation to go. It will take certain generation to be out of the way in order for that to happen. But it will happen. So for those who are out there sitting down and say it's impossible, I want them to think again. Who created man? To choose to see all humankind and tell me between those humankind who created man. If they find that person, maybe they're right. It's impossible. But if they cannot find that person, they need to start thinking maybe they're wrong and they're right. Because they have the right to speak. But they're wrong about that. So if they're wrong about that, they're going to be wrong even if they're right. Yeah, man. I've been around, for years. I came out, uh, my life has been a very big disaster. I lost a lot of money. My wife divorced me. I have a, a hard problem. I have all kind of problem, and I also want other people to have the same kind of life. Who told you that kind of stuff? But because you have this kind of problem, other people need to have the same problem. Do you know what the other person have in his bag? Maybe that person have an incurable disease. That if they say that, hey, it's your package right here in prison, you're gonna be like, no, please leave me alone. This is your prison. It is an incurable cancer. Can you take that and give me a problem? I'm pretty sure you're gonna say that no. I better stay with what I have. I'm happy with it. People have been there. How you gonna say somebody you've been there? You really know his problem? Somebody have an incurable disease, you say I've been there. You've been there that you're talking about, I've been laid off 6 months, and my car have some problem, and I get a lot of fever one day, and I wake up and my bank account was kind of overgrown for like $20. I've been there. You think that's difficulty right there? Think against twice. That's like a training. Do you know what difficulty is? Let me tell you what difficulty is. You go in the desert for 40 days. By the way, when Jesus Christ did 40 days, when he came back from death, he did it another 40 days before he went to heaven. So when you go to the desert, the difficulty you have here, if it's not similar to what I'm going to explain right now, don't ever say you've been there. If your difficulty is not similar to the fact that you went to the desert, you have the sun, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. You look around, there's nothing you're going to eat. You look around, there's no water. You're there by yourself. You're looking for help, nobody's coming. The only thing you have is yourself, and you start looking around and looking up in the heaven, in the sky. That's the kind of difficulties that you can say I've been there. Because I have many people I can say I've been there. You've been there where? Eating ice cream, driving a car. I'm talking about the desert where you have to walk. That where there's a chance of a snake beating you. There's a chance of a spider beating you. Where you have to filter your own urine and drink it again. And Lucifer come and show up and say, where's your God, my friend? The answer you're going to have, going to tell you who you are. I lost couple million. I've been in a very difficult problem. I lost, I separated my girlfriend. I have been in a very hard time. I separated my wife. I've been in a very hard time. Those are difficult situations. I understand, but you cannot say that is the worst in the entire universe, because that's what I say. Everybody is comparing. They think that the problem are the worst. I just gave you the worst scenario. If your problem is not similar to that, don't ever think you have a problem. You face a situation. You have 4 years, no paycheck. 4 years, no paycheck. I say no paycheck. You look around, up and down, nobody's there to help you. But you have to pay your bill, you have to eat, you have to survive, you have to maintain your health. You pray, nothing, no feeling. God is not showing up. Everybody run away from you because they believe you have none. People even think that you don't even have the potential of counting 1 plus 1 in base 2. I'm pretty sure you're saying it's equal to 2, but no, it's equal to 10 in base 2. You're looking around, you're going around. None. I have people will lose my job for 6 months, I've been in a very hard situation. You know what hard situation? Somebody have 4 years. That's 8 times 6 increment. because every 1 year have 2 6 months. So if you do that time 4, that give you 8. We are in a very difficult situation. I drink. Even in drink, nobody put you to go and drink. There are certain people who end up in situation that they didn't call it. There are people who are facing challenges in their life that are the reflection of the previous existence, and they have to pay back to the universe. Don't look circumstances of people and start judging, because you don't have no clue. You don't have no clue. Into the overcome and pay back. Therefore, they will start benefiting, beneficiating from what they're supposed to have, and benefiting for that. From that. It's very simple. You have to pay back to the universe. It's the living organism, eternal living organism, a structure that function as a living body. Look your body how it function. You run, you lose some energy, you have to eat to get energy back. The same thing as the universe is functioning. We are part of that energy because we represent energy. It's the same thing. But do never say that it is impossible. Nothing is impossible in this earth if you believe that there's a creator, a person who created human being. As there's no one who created human being, a person who control all the forces of the entire universe. Do not sit down there and see because somebody have 1 billion, 2 billion, 50 billion and you say, oh, it's impossible. Do you know what God can do to that person? Let me tell you what God can do. I'm not saying that that's what He can do. God don't care. Sometimes He does. It depends. You can go to the Torah and find out. He give that person something that will bother him for a very long time. And He know that will make that person wise. And the person gonna stay like that and look his money and say that's not wealthy. You imagine somebody who have a cancer that's incurable. You have more than $50 billion in the bank account. When he's gonna be in his pain after 10 years, 20 years, they can solve this problem. They're gonna be like, man, you're healthy, you're wealthy, man. You're gonna be like, please take that money away. If somebody can cure me, I give him all that money. I don't care. People have problems like that in this earth right now. But they're forgetting the only person who can do that for them for free is God, is Jesus Christ. The only thing they have to do is to dial Prayer. If they make a mistake, darling, they can start again. Prayer. That's the only thing. And they can pray, and then that will be answered. And then they will cure the disease and start enjoying the life. Do not stand there and say something is impossible. Nothing is impossible in this earth if you believe in God. He can create situation that you have never called. You can wake up like that. Event happen in one day that you have ever imagined in your life. Those are with all due respect, those are analogy of non-believers. Not only in God, but non-believers in themselves and the force that the universe have. The element of the cosmos, they see you live within, they understand, they know who you are. All your struggle, all your challenges, all your resistance, your tenacious, you stay tenacious. Tenacity, your endurance, they notice it. God love people who never give up. God love people who are tenacious. They respect people because they know the pain of the flesh. They respect the pain of the flesh because they know how it is hard, how it feel like. But you stay there and say, oh, well, I don't want to do my job, man, well, 20 years from now, serving from the same person, you might be losing it when your time is over. It's simple as that. I just want people to know you have to be tenacious. I see my situation. I'm not happy about it, but the fact that the response came from heaven itself, that it's one of the situations where I met Angel first, and then sometimes, I'm a joker guy, come with jokes, and a joke. And then suddenly you see Angel Michael and Gabriel coming in. Those two guys seem to be walking around a lot together. Those two beings, and everybody, you can see a form of respect going around. Merit. And then when you see Jesus Christ, after that Jesus Christ come up, and everybody then, give a salute. And after that is God now. And everybody else give a salute. And I want people to know, Jesus said to me to let you know that He is Jesus. He is not God. There's only one God, El Yahweh. He followed the instruction of God, but He is our advocate. People are going to say, what? But when He was on earth, He said He was God. Yes, He said He was God because God lived in Him. What do that mean? He have the functionality, limited functionality, with the being and the power of God living within him. So he was equal to God in his being, but different from God in his function. But he is not God. He is a God, but not God. Do not make that confusion. But remember one thing, he is the most powerful high over there. When you put God aside, he is D1. Okay, D1. So I want people to know, either you walk on the red carpet, either you're a billionaire, either you are a star that people applaud, if people say you're the richest man, remember one thing. If you know you're not saved, I'm telling you because I visit there at any time. I walk on a red carpet there, red carpet, whatever they call it, gold carpet, diamond carpet, all sorts, marble, whatever it is. People gonna say that's nice. That's getting worse. Maybe this guy have some mental problem. Yeah, you might be right. But I want you to read the story of John. If you believe in the story of John, which is true because in the Bible, you probably have to listen to me carefully, my friend. Because John had the same inspiration, same kind of vision, and I explained to him at the time of John, they didn't know how it functioned. But when you look now, when you study parapsychic and the metaphysics, you understand the full component of our aura that include our spiritual, mental, astral, and physical body. So that is possible. It's possible. Your subconscious, your subconscious is your spiritual conscience. Your normal conscience is your natural conscience. So your subconscious is linked to your soul, which is connected to the divine intelligence, to the infinite intelligence, to the cosmic intelligence. Your spiritual body, your mental mind, connect you to that. I have said it forth to let me use the talent and God gave me, and I will help a lot of people. People gonna say, "Why you help yourself first?" I did help myself already. People try to make me sick here. I'm alive. I'm talking here. People are gonna talk about my academic talent, potential, and I said to them, "Go. I'm a man of the truth. I'm not the perfect person, but I'm living now, moving forward." You go and look my CV and tell me if I don't merit having a more better life. You go on my website, you look my CV and tell me if I don't merit having a better life. I've been through a lot. Well, I've been through a lot. I went to that job and I lose the other job, and I went to the other one and I lose it again, and my car, I could not pay my car, and then now I get my uncle car, and that car have a battery problem. I've been through a lot of problems. Maybe you have to write your story to a movie thing, because it doesn't look like a very serious problem. That don't look like a problem, really. So I tell you to never give up. God have surprises for those who don't give up. Remember what Jesus Christ said, it is finished. What Jesus Christ meant when he said that? He said, I believe at this point I have done everything that was requested to be done without quitting. And at this point, it is finished, because it is only finished when you die. You have somebody alive, and then people keep saying it's over. Let me tell you, there's only one formula in heaven. They will say to you, it is over when you die, when you leave the earth. As long as you are alive, anything can happen. Do never give up hope. Oh, many people don't like him. Oh, yeah, we don't know how he gonna get a contract work and start earning good money. He's gonna be very tough. Maybe you have to, and that person is actually going to church. Read the story of Abraham well, read the story of Noah well, read the story of Jacob well, read the story of Ishmael well, read the story of Joseph of Egypt well, read the story of Moses well, read the story of Joshua well, read the story of David well, read the story of Solomon well, read the story of Jesus. You think that those guys have chocolate in their plate? Sometimes they have to wait for the promise 30 years, 25 years. I'm pretty sure in this time people are going to be like, damn God, I got to move on. Somebody have a problem, 3 years, he starts crying like a baby. God, where are you? God, where are you? You believe that God really gonna panic? We have people who have suffered for 25 years, 27 years, 30 years. They say, God, where are you? God don't answer. You come 2 years and start crying, God, where are you? And then you believe God have to answer very quick, because you went to the desert and did 40 days, drinking your own urines all over and all over again into your help come. Mean suffering. You don't see the kingdom of heaven have its own reality. It's twice bigger than earth in all dimension. Money, wealth, everything, technology, medicine, everything you can think of. But the blessing that come over there to here have a problem, because in between there's a fight, between evil forces and good forces. And sometimes the blessing don't come to you because it's blocked. It's blocked in between. There's a battle. And Lucifer say, it will not reach that man. I'm telling you, it will not reach that man. You know why it don't longer reach? Because of your faith. The angel can beat, but the angel is waiting for you to demonstrate your faith so that he can come through. It's blocked over there because there's no faith coming from you. If there's no faith, they're gonna stay. You're gonna stay there. But when you enact your faith, you're gonna come straight forward. I am in my position doing well. I'm doing my best to be well alive. And say to people, you have to stay still and still fight and still do the right thing. Going forward, moving forward, that's a good way to do. Once it's past, it's past. God never look back. He always look forward. You have to be able to look forward and move on. And give opportunity to people. There's no excuse not to give opportunity. The reason why people don't want to give opportunity because they love themselves more than any other person. They like to protect what they have. But you can't really protect what you have because God can actually make it not be true. When you're helping someone, you're blessing yourself. Sometimes it goes against our own morality, but it's a blessing. I'm sitting there and say, why I'm gonna help him? I have forged this for a long time. I don't want to lose it. You believe in God, you're not gonna lose none. Because what you have done helping someone, you are glorifying God. Purpose. Therefore, He's gonna support you. See those problems that we have on earth. Those problems are coming up and down. Those are problems that our lack of faith is giving power to Lucifer to rise and creating all those problems. That's a lack of faith. More problem we have on earth is because of lack of faith. We are more concerned about having a big car, a big house, big job, sabotaging other people because we wanted to be superior, sabotaging other people because we want to have a foot forward, and challenging other people because their skill is maybe better than our skill. But who told you that? It's because you didn't find your own good skill. How do I gonna go after somebody who play volleyball better? I know for sure that's not my skill. I can play volleyball. I might be good at it, but there might be somebody who's better than me, and I'm gonna get it because I know where I'm better. I'm gonna stay there and say, why that person is better than me? We are here on earth to use our God-given potential, and it's good for people, for leaders, for lawmakers to work together and make sure that those talents are used for the benefit of the universe, so people can be able to serve, do the lasting purpose to glorify God Himself, glorification, and that's what it is. I am open to pray for anyone I'm not I'm not a priest, but I do believe that people can use the gift that I have, one of the gifts, I call it one of the gifts that I have, which is one of very powerful one, to help the problems. Like I say again, you have different problems. One gift help other person. I'm according to all those people that I've been contacting, that are playing game with me, and I'm going over there and they're showing me what I do, receiving my letter and thinking, this guy just come to eat my money. And I look the soul, and God is saying she's not saved yet. She's more worried about you coming and eating her money. Does she think that that money is sufficient enough? Is big enough than when how do I function on earth? I function through people. Your blessing can come from anywhere. Your deliverance can come from anywhere. Your blessing can come from anywhere. Your deliverance can come from anywhere. You can only meet with one person, and that person change your eternal destiny. And that person change your eternal destiny. It's crucial. And I'm sending a letter to those ladies that just thinking it's a joke. I know who you are. I'll go over there and they told me this person is this person is this, he will or he will not, or he is. I'm trying for soul, man. I'm trying for soul. I'm telling you, there's a reality. Walking in that shadow of death by yourself into your way to the eternal life. That's where you're going to find out that in this earth you by yourself. You're going to find out that I was by myself. By yourself. You have done your time. God realizing how unworthy everything that you had was just a vanity if you have not used it for the right purpose. The purpose of transforming other people's life without thinking about wealth and wealth. I know the number of people that send my letters. I spend my time in the name of Yahweh. I send my time and send to those ladies. There are many pretty women out there who are waiting outside the gate to get entrance into the house of Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is saying to them, they are not ready to enter here yet. Now right away, they will save with a lot of difficulties. That's the reason why they're still outside the gate. And there are 12 gates. So I'm sending a message to all of you out there. Go on the red carpet, all these people. To glorify your creator. I want to talk about Jesus Christ here because you know what it is. Many people will say, no, your creator. When you handle all those things that I gave you, you have all those skills because of him. You have all those talent because of him. You have all that money because of him. But he is a forgotten God. And people becoming the ungod on earth. That's true. He gave you that potential. But he didn't give you that potential to ignore him. And when you start having problems at the end of your careers, you start becoming very religious. Try to catch up. Well, it's never late, but it's better to start soon. I'm seeing all of you. I'm seeing all of you out there thinking, oh, this guy is talking verbiage. I heard that from some people from a certain age. They think that because they were born before someone, so of course, how God gonna jump over them and talk to somebody like me? Big mistake. Look the life of David. Where do God got him? I don't even know how old he was. Maybe 16 or something. You got to read the Bible and still making those assumptions. Hypocrite. Jesus Christ used to say, hypocrite. I've been going to church for 50 years. He's only a 34-year-old man. What is he gonna say to me? Well, I respect it. Or I live in America where we have money. It's a big country. He come from a poor nation. What he gonna say to me? Well, there's heaven over there that's more richer than America. What are you gonna do to you? You ever ask that question? We all love nation, but God don't look those kind of stuff. Those are foolish stuff. Those are foolish reasonings. It happened to be that you were born in good time. Like you might return in this earth and be born in the wrong time, in the wrong place. And I wish that God put you in the same difficulty where you're gonna remember and start finding that your past existence you're paying back. And then now I want you to say the same thing. Yeah, I would like to thank God for giving me this opportunity. I would like oh God, and God is looking at you and just, what a waste of time. Some people are going over there and try to show themselves how they love God when actually They're too happy to be glorified before himself. Oh yeah, by the way, I need one next year again. Oh yes, this is gonna give me an opportunity to show up again in the next when they saying that, that's actually what's going in their head, in the next one. And then I believe the next year I might win again. So yes. So God, yes, thank you God for letting me having this this honor. You have to give that to God first, from the bottom of your heart. That's the first thing you have to do. I'm telling you, my friend. I'm telling you the truth. And I will say the same thing again 20 years, 10 years from today. I am open to all people and share my gift with them, for those who are willing to. But I don't work with people who want to tempt me. You want to come and tempt me, I'm going to tell you the truth that I believe going to make you go away. But if you come with all the willingness and positivity, you will receive the full blessing of the gift that I have. But remember, you're never going to take it away, my friend. It is divine. I'm open to pastors, priests, imam, rabbi, pope, whoever your expertise is. I'm willing to discuss with you and talk to you, because I have the power. I was given access to heaven by God's sign. And right away, I was talking about when I pray, the Holy Spirit can show up right away. Now you can come up your own prayer, and I use that same prayer, and the Holy Spirit show up right away. But if you're scared that it might be a ghost, that's the Holy Spirit. That's very funny. Man, some people are saying get married, get into relationship, get friendship, go out there and then do this and do that, and, you know. There are circumstances. I have done that. But again, in life, you do not force friendship, you do not force relationship, you don't force nothing. Everything that is normal come naturally. When I say come naturally, it means that you don't force, it means you do it normally. If it doesn't come normally, it was not meant to be. For somebody like me who are between the two worlds now, I understand how it functions. When I say the two words now, it's because of the normal visit over there, but I understand it. I'm not a perfect man, but we are all sinners, not only from our action, but also from our thought, from our heart, how we treat other people, how we, if you try to discipline someone without following the law, standard, and certain principality of God's standard and law, then you are not disciplining someone. You are abusing someone. You have your kid, you have someone, they're all born with different characteristics. If you wanted to discipline them, you have to use within your discipline guideline that would support the God-given talent, the God-given potential. Not try to make them be certain pocket that they will not, because in time they're going to start trying to manifest themselves the way they want it. But if you have shown them certain guideline, they will use those guidelines to polish their God-given potential. Then you support them more into that. Even if it's something that you don't want, you support them, because that is the God-given potential. And if I go back to the environmental technology must be developed. The environmental technology will be developed. The development of the environmental technology lead into a more healthy environment, and a more healthy environment lead to the improvement of the quality of health of people. But despite that development, it is very important for us to realize that every improvement, every evolution, every development bring concerns, and those concerns also must be addressed, because the development of technology, which will potentially improve people quality of life, will also bring some other concerns. So our system must develop procedure that will meet those new concerns, challenges. The development of our technology will be the path to meet new challenges. But new challenges might be solved, but every solvability of challenges will bring other new challenges. So if we create nanotechnology, nanomedicines to cure certain disease, we might eradicate previous concerns, but there will be a creation of new other concern based on those new technology that were created. Then we have to create some patterns and guidelines that must be followed to reduce the impact of those new challenges in place. There's a one-way coalition between the development of environmental technology or the technology that lead to the improvement of the quality of the environmental health, and the improvement of the quality of the environmental health enhance the improvement of the quality of population health directly, as well as The improvement of the environmental technology can also improve population health if we have better patterns and better guidelines implemented in place. Creating new technology for fuel efficiencies can potentially reduce carbon emissions. That's true. But in the meantime, we have to deal with nanoparticles that will be generated from those nanotechnology, nanomedicine, nano materials that will create new challenges. The cancer of the tissues, nanoparticles that are not seen. Sometimes you can't even smell it because those particles are so small. It will be more dangerous than ever because you can see it, you can feel it, you can smell it, but it's there. So support the development of our technology will help us meet the new global challenges for years to come. We have to encourage the ecosystem, the plantation of greens, of trees that will generate more oxygens and reduce carbon emission and carbon pollutions and other environmental chemicals, as there is a direct correlation between the health of our environment and the health of populations. That would need the enhancement of, building new technology in place with better patents and guidelines. The food that we're eating, I main concern. All the disease that we received come from the food we are consuming. Cancers, all sorts of disease. Some of them are genetics, but most of them come from what we are consuming. It's not by miracle. It's what we consume, what we put in our mouth. That's what is important to promote the improvement of healthy eatings, healthy diets, and physical exercise in communities. A very important key. People tell me, oh well, everybody look flamboyant in heaven, everybody look good. The environment is excellent, astonishing. But if you look at Earth in its beginning, that's the way it was. I mean, similar a little bit. Well, I'll be closing soon. So it's necessary to embrace those developments, understanding how to comprehend creation and the people we have around. We are different. We are the same as human, but we are different in our characteristics. We are different in the way we act, the way we talk, the way we want to do stuff. We want to do stuff in a way we were created. Just take an example. Take the same thing. give it to two different people and tell them, give them guideline how to do it, they're gonna do it in a different way. You're gonna sense that difference. Give them option to do it the way they want to do it. You're gonna see that difference right there. It's not gonna take you 10 minutes. It's gonna take you only 1 second. Take a phrase, give it to two people and tell them, use it in a way that you comprehend it. You see, it will not come out of the mouth with the same kind of word. That's how people are created. Think different, want to do stuff different, do stuff differently, do stuff the way that they comprehend it, that match with the inner gene, inner characteristic. That's comprehending God. Find your God-given talent and start using it for the benefit of the universe to glorify your Creator, Elohim. I have my hand open to all people that have sent my letters. Let me say that again to you. I am not there for your money, because your money will not solve God's problem. I'm working hard to have my own money. I'm looking for opportunity to open doors here on earth. It's not always money. And I'm a man of character. I don't depend on people money. I don't like to depend on people money. You'd be surprised. You might even think I'm a crazy man. But that's the way I am. That's the way I was created. So you should have honor to receive a letter from me, because it's a blessing. I communicate with you. God knows who you are. He already knows who you are, but because of my work that I've done spiritually, it gives more weight. It gives more weight. I can promise you that it gives more weight. People might see, it's not about money. It's not about money, man. Or lady, it's not about money. Girl, it's not. It's about your heart. It's about your heart. And I'm telling you, if you know that you're not safe, don't know where you will go, it is time for you to start working on it. I'm not dreaming. I'm not planning to die tomorrow. Like a dream, no. I still have a lot to live here on earth. Just to let you know that I'm not just talking because this guy's claiming life is too tough for him now. I am ready for more challenge. I'm dedicated to not give up and excel. That's all. I will not force you to respond to the letter, but time will give God reason, which means time will give me reason. Without further ado, I would like to thank you for listening this presentation, and I wish that you have gained certain sight of what I've been saying. For people who want to communicate with me, I'll be willing to talk to them and answer the question with respect to the supernatural and the heavens and other knowledge out there that exists. So if you can please Go to my website www.njohmadefundedit.org, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, LinkedIn, Google Plus, YouTube, uh, all social media. I'm there. You find me. So anyone can contact me. Either you are president, whatever your position is on earth, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. I respect it. It takes a lot of um, take a lot of uh, courage and effort to get where you are, but we are still all in the eyes of God. You know who we are, humans. That's all. And the same people, the same people. That's what we are. So let's get that respect and let's start working together and start looking at complementation between people, helping each other. That's what's more important. Because what I do whole year is more wealthy than 50 billion or 100 billion dollars. I don't believe it can pay your path there. Even if it's $1 trillion, you will not pay your path there. So think once again. Thank you very much for listening. Have a day. Much gracias. Thank you very much again. Merci beaucoup. Et à plus. And I wish you a very good end of the weekend. And right away, people are talking about bipolar, whatever it is. I'm not. Toxin and combination of light, reflection, and illumination of light, luminosity have an impact in a long time. I have done almost more than 2 hours doing this presentation, so sometimes it might look like that, and also physiological genetic differences, and that's what it is. So I'm well fine. Okay, so thank you very much again for listening to this.